Just rolling? We good? Yeah? Alright. Wait. This is a Crumpleroy here. Explorer, adventurer, daredevil, hunter extraordinaire, greatest who's ever lived. In addition to being the world's greatest lover. And, like a shadow in the night, like a fucking apex predator supreme. Yeah. The undeniable, indestructible, unfeasible. Just the best. I'm just the fucking best. You get it? Alright. Well, it's good you understand now, because I'm going to tell you a series of, I guess, tales, adventures, and stories, you know, quests that I've been on in the past, that have shaped me as a person, and, well, really just taught me the meaning of life, and death, and, survival, and fun, really. I remember there was this one time when, I was in the Great Mongolian Plains, right? And I was with a few, you know, Mongolian equestrian horsemen. Some large, you know, archery masters. And they were good at, navigating the winds, right? And they could track smells further distances than even the American grizzly. They were quite incredible people. So I was with them. I was with their tribe, their nomadic wandering unit. And we came across a pack of these bulls, or I suppose yak, in Asia. I believe it's a yak. These great, big yak. Well, one of them looked at me just the wrong way. You know what I did? I rode my horse right up to his fucking big ugly face. Naturally, he took that as a sign of aggression, which it was, of course. Needed to show him that I had a bigger dick. He didn't like it. Killed my horse. Well, me being me, I jumped off the horse's back last second. Jumped onto the yak. I was facing the opposite direction. I was facing the side of his asshole. And I rode that beast. I rode him until he gave and accepted me as his conqueror. He accepted me as his beast master. And that was that. And then I continued on with the Mongolian tribe. They were riding a yak. And, well, I think technically I shouldn't tell the rest of the story because it's been a classified operation, but, well, let's just say it turned out to be a Chinese yak, and they were not too happy about it. But there was another time, when I was in that area of, what's it called? I forgot the fucking exact phrase. But it's in Alaska. It's right in the border of Alaska and, or Canada. You know, Alaska and Canada. Right, that border. Right there. It's like how Alaska should be part of Canada, but for whatever fucking reason in the past, America bought it or something. I don't fucking know. I'm not a historian. But that part, that dense, icy, wooded region, right? I was about to say the Canadian Rockies. I'm pretty sure that's not correct. It doesn't fucking matter. Right, that region, the border of Alaska and Canada. I was there, you know, hiking on a sheer glacier. I had gauntlets, I had spike-tip fingered gauntlets that allowed me to pierce the ice and scale up with spiked boots, cleats, right? Ice cleats. I was walking up a vertical ice sheer cliff face, right? I got to the top, pulled myself up. You would not fucking believe what I encountered at the top of that cliff. A female yeti. Or as I've taken to call her, Bigfoot's wife. And, well, it was very cold up there because, as you can imagine, earlier on that same adventure, I had fist fought a couple of polar bears. You know, I needed some fresh meat, and a cub was the only thing wandering about. So I killed the cub, ate his flesh, and then, you know, the whole family, not too long after, I guess that cub, you know, wandered off and they were tracking it. They found me instead, wearing its fur as a scarf. They were not too happy. So, I mean, you know, I would like to say that I killed them. I didn't. We had a long, epic, grueling fisticuff with me and like 3 adult grizzlies and 2 adolescent ones and 1 other cub. I fist fought all of them, and only until I started stomping on the cub and breaking its little paw did the parents finally back off. I mean, they slashed me about pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. They shredded my fucking clothes, and they took that fucking scarf that I made, which pissed me off. But still, it didn't stop me. My point to this is, when I got to the top of that cliff, and I saw Bigfoot's wife, it was practically naked, right? And it was nearly blue with frostbite. So, I know where you think this is going, but no. I showed her how to create fire, as man does. I showed her the tools necessary to spark a flame in the night, in the frozen cold dead of night. Then I fucked her. Alright? You need to get your facts straight. I didn't just fuck Bigfoot's wife to get warm. I made a fire to get warm. And then she was grateful. And then she consented, and then I fucked her. Alright? I don't want to hear any bestiality talk either. I hear that some people have genetics of a Neanderthal. The Yeti is a continual offshoot of a Neanderthal or some other cousin of. We're related enough. They're intelligent. I am not an animal fucker. I've never fucked a goat. I've never fucked a cow. I've never fucked a horse. But I've fucked a Yeti, and I am not ashamed of it. Alright, next story. Ah, yes. There was this one time when I was, back home in New Zealand, and me and some of the Maori, we made a canoe, as we do, and sculpted it by hand, naturally. And we decided, hey, why don't we just go out there? Let's just fucking ride out there, So we did. We rode out there in a great canoe, which was essentially just a hollowed-out tree. Half of a hollowed-out tree. We went out there and we just, we pedaled for days, weeks even, I don't know. We ate fish, drank piss, drank rain. It was a lot of fun. We ended up stopping at the Galapagos Islands. I had no idea it was the Galapagos at the time. Found out later. But, well, I'll just cut the long story short. I found me one of those very slow, ancient tortoises. And he disrespected me, so I pissed in his hole and I took a shit in his fucking shell. Sorry, I pissed in the shit. I just said that. I shit on, I didn't shit inside. That would be very, very inhumane. I shit on top of the shell. But I did piss in the hole. I pissed in the hole inside the shell. I'm being totally fucking clear here. I'm not going to tell you the whole story, because there was some other shit that went on the island that, well, probably shouldn't get on record. But I did shit on that tortoise, and he had it coming. He was a fucking piece of shit, and he knows it. I found out later that, well, on the Galapagos Island there was a new tree that had sprouted on top of a tortoise shell, and the tortoise was still alive, trapped, and apparently had been sustained by the help of local animals and insects wandering by, and even some explorers who have come to feed it. But now it's such a natural anomaly that no one wants to free the turtle, because, well, what the fuck is a fucking tree growing on top of it? It's incredible. It's going to die soon. It's going to get crushed, but, or it's just going to starve because people realize, like the other animals on the island realize, oh, if we go near this fucking turtle, it's going to fucking eat us, so we should let it fucking starve. But I don't regret it, because now I also have a flag planted on the island. From a shit taken out of fucking cliff bars, fish, and I think we ate some seagulls also. Yeah, alright. There was a time also when I was in the dense Amazon jungle. Right. Just hacking and slashing with my machete. I wasn't looking for El Dorado. I wasn't fucking, you know, I wasn't necessarily going for a specific destination. I wasn't looking for any dinosaurs. I was just going out there. I was just trekking through the brush, hoping to find something. Something at all, anything really. And I did. Found a tribe of native pygmy albinos. They were very wise, noble people. I found them by eating human shit. It turned out to be in the woods. You know, it was a very strange looking type of shit. Like, this doesn't look like extended panther shit, sloth shit, or even the Amazonian Bigfoot shit. The massive orangutan, or whatever it is there. Australopithecus, or whatever it is, whatever it's called. It looked like human shit, so I ate it, and naturally it tasted like human shit. So I followed the trail, and I found the pygmies. They were short people. They weren't, I wouldn't call them midgets, but they were short people. They were very nice. They fed me some homemade, you know, like a mashed paste of insects and small rodent flesh. It was very delicious. High protein diet. And they fermented these roots that were very. It was almost like cutting the pufferfish. If done improperly, it will fucking poison the shit out of you. Dissolve your tongue. You'll be shitting blood for 2 weeks and die slowly and horribly. But if done perfectly, it's the best fucking alcohol you're ever gonna drink. Just for any Americans, that's alcohol. Alcohol. I don't know if you could hear my phrasing here. The booze, yes. The best booze I've ever had. This near-poisonous root substance. I saw someone die also, a native too. Still fucking drank it. I didn't drink the same batch that he drank. They fucking tossed that shit out. They dug a deep hole, they poured it in that hole, and they plugged the hole. And they have like a graveyard specifically for burying fucked up bitches. Because this shit's straight up like poisonous acid. And it will kill the fucking area around. So they have to like, they've designated a spot that was already a dead zone, I assume. Yeah. I mean, I did leave that tribe with them shooting arrows and throwing spears at me, but I'm not going to get into why that happened. Alright, there was another time when me and my rival, my dreaded nemesis, Wolf Dick Foreskin, that fucking cunt, me and him were on a race. An epic, you know, fast to finish situation. We were both given the same job by the same guy, a real fucking cunt. He wanted to say he was the better explorer. Fucking prick. And, well, we had to go through the ancient mythical lands of Cardassia to find the mythical jewel, the shining jewel of light in Cardassia. I lost. You fucking God fucking that's you're lucky that I fucking even said that. I only fucking said that because I brought up the story, and I'm disappointed that I even fucking brought up the story, but there you go. I fucking lost. Fucking Wolf Dick fucking Foreskin. The goddamn jewel of Cardassia. Shining beacon of light. Fucking shove it up his goddamn fucking rump. Stick it where the sun don't shine. Now I'll give him a sun. I'll fucking stick a sun right where it doesn't shine. Fuck you. You know what I'm trying to fucking say. Fucking Wolf Dick Foreskin, you piece of shit. Alright. I'll end on a high note. There was this time I was hiking again. It wasn't a sheer cliff like in Alaska. It was It was in Romania. It was a regular mountain, you know. It was very hikeable. I was going barehanded, you know. No special gauntlets, no special cleats. Just my boots, and my gloves, fingerless gloves. I was hiking this Romanian mountain, and I found a cave right on the side of the cliff face. Or the mountainside, whatever the fuck you want to say. I went in that cave, because naturally, I'm not going to fucking knock in the cave. Maybe there was some bits that I could trip, and skin, and eat. But instead of bits, well, I guess I did find bits, but not really bits. I found a harem of Dracula brides. What the fuck? A fucking harem of Dracula brides. I fucking shit you not, with no Dracula to see. They were widowed or something. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the Dracula, but these Dracula brides were just huddled together, upside down. It was, not gonna lie, it was very seductive at first. I didn't exactly know how the night was gonna play out, so I had all my options open. But, well, fortunately, or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, several weeks before that, I happened to be bit by a werewolf. I killed the fucking beast, but it got me good. And, I think I just forgot to take the elixir back at the Secret Society headquarters, but regardless, I was still infected by lycanthrope when I was in that Dracula Bride cave. They could smell the stink on me, right? Especially once I took off my fucking trousers. And, well, they did not take a liking to me. They attacked me with full force, and little did I know, that night was a full moon. And I was fucking hiking the whole time. It was, overshadowed, or overcast, whatever the fucking phrase. You know, there's clouds in the sky covering the moon? Yeah, overcast, right? Is that the phrase? There were clouds in the sky. So I was not unleashed. Well, they fought me to the back of the cave, or not to the front of the cave, with the fucking entrance. They fought me to. I went to the back of the cave to find them, and they pushed me to the other side. They pushed me to the front. Whatever. I went from the back to the front. Fuck you. You know what I'm trying to fucking say. Fighting 3 Dracula brides at once. They pushed me to the front, right at the edge. The clouds have parted. I am now struck with the full force of blunt waves. Right. The lycanthrope is unleashed. The beast is free. I transform into a powerful great werewolf. And I rip those fucking bitches' heads off. Regrettably, if I might say so, because I feel like if I wasn't infected with the lycanthrope, I would have been able to seduce my way out of that situation. Although, granted, I might have left the Dracula, but that's not entirely a deal breaker. I'm always wearing a hat, so I feel like I could have walked around in the sun. The only thing is I have to roll down my sleeves all the time, and I have to wear fingered gloves. Ugh. Oh, my shorts. I'd have to wear whole fucking slacks. Ah, fuck that shit. Never mind. I don't want to be a Dracula. I took the werewolf elixir, like, 3 days later, by the way. Finished the hike. Took a piss on the top of the mountain. There was high winds, so that piss just fucking flew away. It was incredible. I love seeing that shit. When your piss turns to mist. Fucking miraculous. I love it. Yeah. I think that's it. I mean, I've got a lot more stories, but, you know, going 20 minutes here. This feels good. Feel good. Feel bent out. I feel like I've told you a lot of good tales here. True tales. True stories, I might add. Yeah. Alright. That's it. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? I mean, you know, there was, you know. Do I want to tell you about the time that I domesticated an entire pack of wolves? And it wasn't just a regular pack. It was like one of those super packs where it's like 4 or 5 different packs of wolves converge together, and they all obey one powerful alpha, right? Which is basically a small fucking bear. But then I came in there, and I beat the shit out of that fucking small bear, that crazy wolf-bear hybrid, and then I become the fucking alpha. There was that time. There was another time when well, I mean, it's the same time, but I ran with that wolf pack into a migrating herd of caribou. And I fucking sprinted full force, and I jumped on a caribou. And I fucking, I bit him right in the jugular. Ripped his fucking throat out with my teeth. Gained the respect of the wolf tribe. And we all ate for weeks. It was that same time, but it was a different time when I went caribou hunting. But this time, I was the shepherd, and I was heading them about, because now it was a different. This time the numbers were too low. It was a whole thing. This time we couldn't have this migratory herd get completely fucking eviscerated by the wolves and the bears. There was another time I nut punched a moose. And that did not work out, by the way. Definitely do not fucking nut punch a moose. Barely got out of this situation in my life. Moose are a very underrated beast. I think it's because, for the most part, they're very, they're pretty chill creatures, They're very reclusive. They're very isolated. They're very... They just kind of go about their own business. They don't really bother much. But holy sweet fucking mother. If you piss off a moose... whew, you're better off slapping a bear's child. Let me tell you. Alright, that's it. That's it. I need to continue on this journey. And, yeah, while I am out here in the brush, I'm hoping that I'm gonna at least stumble onto some because I have here, I was saying that there was a time when I wasn't going through the jungle. Have I even mentioned I'm in the fucking jungle right now? I'm taking a nice break, but I'm gonna go back out there, and I'm gonna fucking, I've heard these rumors that there have been some dinosaurs that may have actually survived the asteroid. Which I could actually fucking believe, considering the fact that we have alligators and crocodiles, which literally are fucking dinosaurs. 200 fucking million years old creatures that have survived. So, like, why not there be some velociraptors or some creature that's still lingering about in the Amazonian brush, or some brontosaurus? I'm gonna find those fucking eggs. I'm gonna find those fucking eggs, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna crack one open. I'm gonna scramble that fucker. Alright, that's it. Thanks for listening. And stay tuned for more of my crumple ventures.